37 drinks later, this policewoman pulled over Richard after a wild night of drinking. She politely asked him to step out of his car, so of course he did. She then informed Richard, "Anything you say can and will be held against you." And Richard said, "Okay, your breasts." Ladies and gentlemen, our senior statesman, Mr. Michael Reynolds. He just had an embolism in his testicle, ladies and gentlemen. Blow in his mouth.
Somebody call fire.
Walk this way and I'll give you some talcum powder.
Hey, I wouldn't need the talcum. Oh, and let's always remember this is our finest moment.
And Michael,
Yes.
when you remember it, please be kind.
If you remember.
God, what can one say at the end of such a tribute? Anyhow, here we go again. Come to eulogize one of our associates. They're beginning to creak. Last year, you know, when they did this for me, if I had known eulogies were in order, I'd have done a decent thing and died. Listen, I didn't come up here to be made sport of. Richard, why do... Oh, there you are. Richard, why don't you have the grace to realize it's your turn now and act accordingly? Usually, when one of our number goes for that great recording studio in the sky, we have a big party at Steve Kramer's house. And we tell each other lies about how we respect it. Well, everybody there is secretly wondering what jobs he can get. I should have suspected something of that sort last year when Steve approached me licking his lips. I guess the word went out that I had died. Because even women imitate my voice now. And some even better than I do. I noticed Richard looking a little apprehensive. That is, yeah. Notice, Richard, I still got enough in the front to do that. He was looking a little apprehensive when we arrived tonight. He was dodging around corners when I approached him looking concerned. Actually, I just wanted to tell him that I missed him at Trader Joe's last Thursday.
She even laughs like you like.
He's always loved me.
I think he's still got a show.
They were giving away double samples of gefilte fish. And I'm not even Jewish. Anyway, Richard, I just wanted to assure you that not everyone thinks you died. You just look that way. Actually, I like your tailor. It's really great with that zipper in the back of the coat. That'll be back in style someday. When you put on the wooden overcoat. But you've got to stop buying suits from Michael Sorage. He got an endless supply of costumes from his old days with Ringling Brothers Barnum. They just make you look like an oversized Charlie Chaplin. A lot of people here don't remember Charlie. None of them are on this day.
Jesus.
Michael Storage. You'd never shut up. Michael McConaughey came close. Anyhow, it's a shame that what's his name in Cuba? Fidel. That he's sort of out of it. Who have you got to imitate these days? You know, you might go for Muammar Gaddafi. If you, well, Richard, would you lend him your hair? No, I wasn't going to say that, but sort of,
Sure.
he dared me. Anyhow, Muammar is out. Have you considered Ahmad? Yeah, you considered him. Try saying that with 4 shots of.
Drano.
Of course, you're a little long in the tooth.
I'm a dinner jack.
Yeah, but wear a dirty shirt and a black wig and drop about 40 pounds.
That upsets you?
That's probably the kindest thing you'll hear tonight.
Wow.
You know, the 20s must have been a great decade for Michaels. Naming your son Michael. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was born in the 20s. Of course, 1929. I'm still 2 weeks away from 82. But, we've got 3 of us here to lull you to sleep tonight. And of course, I can't speak for the other 2. My mother always admired their work.
Well, she should have.
Oh, I'm glad you spoke up now. He was the only serious competition to Buster Keaton. Nobody could remember either one of them smiling. Buster went out. Michael's tried it. And Buster his face. And he's been there ever since. You may remember him as the voice of Bela Lugosi in Dracula in 1931. Incidentally, he's been pissed at Richard ever since Richard got the job at Universal. It was kind of a fluke at that. Because of their original applications, McConaughey refused to do full frontal nudity. Richard didn't mind at all.
I did full noodle frontage, though.
Actually, this is a true story. There was a guy playing, what was the little shrimp's name in Dracula?
Renfield.
A little guy that we all used to work with called Michael McConaughey. I know. That's what
Mike Muscat.
Michael Muscat.
Yes.
Yeah. And one day, there was a scene that he had to do with Richard in the casket. Dracula. Now that he looked down at him and he's talking to it. Richard would have to lie there while Muscat did about 5 minutes of shtick. One day he walked in with his fly open and everything hanging out. I stood there over the top.
Oh.
And a full house. The audience overrun. Isn't that the truth?
That's very true. He didn't just stand there, he shook it.
He laid on the edge of the coffin. It was a question, can I get him for you?
But his back was to
The audience. They never knew.
You heard him.
Makes me weak. And of course, Helen has been secretly in love with me for years. The last year when we did the roast of me, of course I was too polite to notice it, but after I got up and said my piece, I sat back down right on Helen's hand. And I thought, well, should I jump up or should I do what? I turned and I looked at her and she went, we've been a thing ever since. No, I'm not going to put you to sleep. You too late, Richard, it's been a pleasure, and I'm awfully glad you've had the opportunity to know me.
Intoxicated with love, inebriated with desire. And Ellen said, "Are you sure you want to dance too good before?" Richard thinks of Ellen as the complete package. And you know Ellen? I agree. I mean, look at her. Come on. Hair, teeth, a mustache. I want to say bon voyage to Ellen, everyone, as you know. She's going on a trip. Is that right, Richard? You told me she's got a one-way trip on the Disoriented Express. I'm sorry. You look dazzling tonight, Ellen.
Thank you.
Will you shut up for a minute while I sit down next to her?
Okay, sure.